It's week 7, and things are heating up. Welcome back to the 7th installation of the Fantasy Commissioner preview, whatever thing I'm doing here. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Congrats to our winners of last week. I know Chris got a dub, Carter got a dub. Let's go down here. Where's the win thingy? I can't see. Anyway, 6 of us won. 6 of us lost. And like clockwork, I lost again. Let's see what went down last week for me. Portland Sutton, 2.7. That's odd. Emeka Buka, 4.4. That's odd. Got hurt. Who else sucked? Michael Carter, I got news late that he was going to be a backup. He still got 5 receiving opportunities, so not mad at that. I didn't really get to watch this week. I was driving home from Omaha, getting my dripper down. I guess this is why I'm starting the Cleveland Browns this week. Got a rep. But I got Cook on bye this week. That sucks. For me, he's like my best player, even though he's had 2 down weeks in a row. And let's just, for fun, take a look. I started Jameson Williams weeks 1 through 5. I think I'll credit at least 2 losses on the season to him. And of course, he goes to the bench. And yeah. Let's get into the matchups. This week I take on my brother Chris. I thought this was a couple weeks down the road, but here it is. I don't really like my odds, especially after DeAndre Swift popped off, and he's one of the weaker links on Chris's team. I'm kind of screwed. I'm regretting not taking Dowdle, as I'm sure many of you guys are. A few weeks ago when he was available, I had Michael Carter, so I thought I had my backup running back room sorted, but Dowdle was obviously the right option. Chris takes me down in pretty much every facet except for tight ends. Got him beat, but I'm starting 2 of them. That's probably not good. Hopefully Boswell gets me 15 plus. I would be psyched about that, but love Mayfield. His receivers are both going to pop. Not much I can do. 0-7 is looking highly likely. Let's move on to 3-3 versus 3-3. Carter starting Jackson Dart this week. That's kind of odd to me, considering he's playing Denver. And he's even got 2 Giants on his roster. Be curious to see what he would have to say about that. Darren Waller is now a weekly start at tight end somehow. Love to see it. Last week was kind of a dud minus the touchdown, so he was still a very viable option. And let's take a look at Ivan's roster. He's rolling out Gibbs, Krosky, Merritt, McMillan gotten for 2 touchdowns last week. Fannin should be alone this week. I think Njoku's out. So this will be a very tight matchup. Ooh, Vidal on the bench and Judkins on the bench. If I had to guess, his lineup is not yet set for the week. Moving on, 3-3 Hayden versus 2-4 Pierce. Hayden's been rolling with Mahomes and loving it. How could he not? Mahomes is lighting it up this year. Last year he stunk. Let's take a look at these numbers. Okay, stunk isn't really fair, but 16, 15, 17, 14, 14, 14, 19. And there's some higher numbers there, but look at this. 26, 23. Gonna skip over that. 27, 27, 31. My God. Did that say QB1 on the year? Okay, it did. What was he last year? Oh, it doesn't want to tell me. Okay. QB1 this year. No wonder he's playing him. Josh Jacobs, love that. Brees Hall should be a good play, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if the Jets offense can move the ball at all. Brian Thomas finally had a good week. Mike Evans looks to potentially be back. I did not realize he was there already, but good for Mike Evans. Big supporter of him. I hope he can get to 1,000 yards this season. Let's see how many he needs. 51 plus 56, 107, 140 yards on the season. So he's got a long way to go, but I bet he'll do it. Kendrick Bourne, picked him up in Dynasty myself, and I'll be playing him. So not too upset with that play. I think he did really well the last 2 weeks. So yeah, 24 and 19. Very, very nice. Traded Derrick Henry. He's on bye this week. Drake May is just sitting there. Yeah, Brock Bowers been out for a while. That kind of stinks for Ivan, but Pierce. But man, yeah, Pierce's roster is looking a little deflated now with Puka going down. He was really holding the team together. Hopefully, it's not a severe injury, and Pierce can continue competing in the league. Carson versus Tito, 4-2 versus 2-4. Immediately I'd give Carson the advantage, but let's take a deeper look. I like McCaffrey and Dak, of course. Checo, how are you doing? Snap percentage is way up most of the season last week, so that's good to see for him. 3 targets as well. You'd like to see more than 6.1 points. That's pretty shit, but Roma Dunze, I love to see it. AJ Brown, never know what you're going to get from him. 9 targets. You know you're going to get targets, but 14 points just isn't that much for your wide receiver one. It's probably, Rome is his wide receiver one now by far. Rome didn't have the best game last week, but against New Orleans, I assume he'll have a pretty solid week. Josh Allen on the bench this week for Tito. That's even worse for his case. I think Iron, Saquon, and PPR machines are going to do most of the work, and Pickens is like the best receiver in football the last couple weeks, besides maybe JSN and Amon Ra, but he missed last game, and I don't know if he's out for the remainder of whatever. But point is, Pickens is tearing it up for Carson right now. Moving on, let's see. Kyle versus Matthew. 3-3 versus 2-4. Kyle's still rolling out. He wants to roll out Brock Purdy, but it looks like Sam Darnold would be the play this week. Boy, he's got 3 quarterbacks on his roster. He's pulling a Nick Swenson. Be careful. It doesn't actually work out the best. Achane, Love, Kamara. Let's see how he did last week. 5 targets. Very good. 10 for 31 on the ground is not good, but that's okay. Rashee Rice back from suspension. That should bode well for Kyle. Gets to take Trey Tucker out of his lineup, who's actually been, all things considered, decent. I would flex that. But it really just depends on your matchup and how much your opponent scores. Ooh, all right, well, Matthews empty and kicker and defense. Let's see. Yeah, he'll slot in Chicago, and he'll pick up somebody. Kareem Hunt, how'd he do last week? Not good. Kareem Hunt's kind of an ugly play, but clearly his lineup is not set. So we'll just have to wait and see for Matthew. 6-0 versus 4-2. I think most of the league will be rooting for Anna. Just kidding. Love you, Evan. Good luck to you both. Jane Daniels and Bijan. Tough to beat. Look at this roster. Even as Jordan Mason. If that's not enough, got Garrett Wilson on his bench, but he's injured, so that's actually not good. Dallas Goddard, fuck you. That's all I have to say. Um, and Hurts Taylor's gonna give you a chance to win every week. He's RB2 on the season. Behind, boy, I don't even know. Christian McCaffrey, maybe? Shad White has been awesome start ever since Bucky went down. 23 points in week 5, 17 last week. I have him on my dynasty roster, but I wish I had him in this league too. Jan Coleman, I think it's time to sit him. Looks like you're going to have to no matter what. He's on bye. So I would think that Golden, or if Lamb's healthy, will be inserted right into the lineup. Marvin Harrison probably also out with a concussion. So Hannah's a little banged up this week, and Evan has scored like a million points every week. So good luck to Anna this week. That's it for me. Hopefully you guys took something away from this video and know that I'm not too down in the dumps. I'll still be setting my lineup every week, going for that $5 top prize, and maybe I will catch some sort of winning streak. I don't know. Got to keep your hopes alive. We're just about halfway through the regular season. I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, lock in for week 7. Good luck to everybody, and I'll catch you next week.